have to get to it. It's just a twerked and tango away.
I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to eat those things.
I'm sure you can eat the bubblegum scenery, just don't eat the bubblegum people.
Oh, okay. Is there bubblegum scenery?
This is a candy land. There's got to be one somewhere.
Guess there's only one way to find out.
Except I don't think we can dance the twerked and tango anymore.
I don't know. Chaos, didn't you swap that ability out?
No.
Because you got a new character.
No.
A new class,
You
not
got a
new
new
character.
class.
No, I still have that.
Okay. Fab.
Rock on.
Just haven't needed to use it yet.
Every time we're talking about the Candy Mountain thing, I'm like, or the Candyland thing, I'm like, Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Hey,
And now if we go back, we can actually say that. We're going to Candy Mountain, Charlie.
You're terrible. Listening Chaos, do you want to put together a intro scene, or should we use the song?
Which song?
Gildan here has a song that he'd like to play, but only if there isn't anything more compelling.
I have something in mind, but it depends on how we do this session. So actually, I won't.
Okay. Do you want to do it next time?
If it goes the way I
Wait,
hope.
are you
I
suggesting to end with a letter?
Yes. Ideally, we'd open and begin with a letter.
Opened and begin,
Yes.
not open and end?
Yes. The thing that makes sense instead of the thing I said.
Well,
What about this game makes sense?
so my thing last time was that after fighting with Vivelda, I went somewhere to be myself, and the myself is like an ink monster or something. So, well, that's the plan. I can also just not have that happen. It depends on however you guys want to do it. But if that happens, I can write something. If it doesn't happen, I'll still be goofy, mostly
DM,
goofy.
So DM, how excited are you to deal with a monster?
I know how a monster. I know what would
Have
happen if there was a monster running around.
Monster running loose.
Yep, I know how that would be handled.
Fab.
Okay.
Now I'm
Like I said,
curious.
it depends on how things go. If it goes one way, I can write something. If it doesn't go that way, then maybe someone else should write something.
Okay. Would you want this thing you write to be at the beginning or the end?
The end.
Okay. Excellent. Then you're gonna plan on writing something, and we're gonna go with our song as an introduction. So, who would like to catch up our audience with what happened when we last left our noble heroes?
I
PG,
am.
but
I wasn't here.
I know.
Yeah,
that
that's
was the
right.
point.
TG doesn't know what's going on.
Trying to think. I don't think it'd be character appropriate right now for my character to recap things.
And since we lost our Phibian to the void, I guess that leaves it to be me. So, last we left our questionable hero people. Hi, Daricio. Yeah, before I get into the last we left, we do have 2 current community streams going. You can contribute a total of 2,000 per stream, 2,000 sparkles. If we hit our art stream goal, I will do a full art stream. I can't draw. So if you don't want to do an art stream, you can contribute to the Please Spare Us stream, and if that hits its goal before the art stream does, I'll reset the art stream. So you can vote for or against this horrible assault on your eyeballs. You know, fun community bonding. I don't think I really have any other announcements. Everybody should go follow my YouTube, though, because I need more followers on my YouTube.
Your fun community bonding, the one that costs twice as much, is growing more than twice as fast.
I'm aware. That's because everybody is contributing to the let's suffer while let's suffer watching Dorenda's art. Although I think that I'll probably be suffering more than the rest of you because I have to actually do the thing. It's hard to say, really.
I can bring my project over and we can make a day of it.
That sounds wonderful. We're going to be doing art together. Oh, we need to do our promos. Am I supposed to ping someone?
There was someone had something about lines that need told.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ping the lions. Between the lions.
That's so weird. I can't even find your YouTube.
Thank you, my love. I got dinner. Whoop whoop.
Are you guys still streaming?
Yeah, we're streaming. I'll get my YouTube. I'll get my link manually. I guess that my whatever it is I'm using. Yeah, Daricio will draw with me too. Okay, maybe it won't be as terrible as I assumed it would be. Okay, when last we left our noble heroes, the scene before last, we fought Hercules, and we won ? We did not, however, give those above the thing that they wanted, because they were like, we need a box, and we didn't give them the box. We were like, no, screw you. So I have the box. It's in my pocket right now. Apparently it contains a space-time entity, named a change, and I cracked it. I cracked the box. Well, it's a vase. I cracked the vase when I was running from the Indiana Jones style boulder. And now it can get out and affect things, and I'm concerned and kind of weirded out by the fact that this thing is talking to me in my dreams. But we killed Hercules. Sort of. He died, is the point. And turns out that Hercules is actually a amphibian's dad. So Phibian had to deal with a lot of strange emotions, like anger. And so Phibian ended up attacking me, which was hilarious. Listening Chaos meant the entire time provoking both of us. And eventually, we ended up being very separated because none of us could get along with each other. So Phibian and I went up to the above, and for the very first time we got to see what the above was like. And it's a beautiful place. Sunshine is everywhere. You don't have to pay for anything. Everything is just freely given, and it's this beautiful utopia above the shrooms. And so we had a spa day, and then we had creepy weird dreams, and then with Space and Chaos. Space is Phibian's buddy. And Space built us a house. Dropping that picture up on screen for you guys. Space built us a house. So now everyone who's got a ring can teleport themselves to Space's house to hide and be safe. But mainly me and Phibian are wandering around the upstairs, the above, looking for our friends and trying to figure out how to cause as much trouble as humanly possible. Geldin, what are you up to?
I probably just made it topside after checking the bar for you guys. I'm just off of a fight that I won, and I got a whole bunch of loot for my buddy and a couple of pieces of loot for me, and surprise adoption, which is always great. His name is Charlie, and we love him. He's some sort of crazy web-footed frog bug thing, and we absolutely adore him.
We get to play the pronounced game. That's his race.
I'm looking at the Twitch chat.
Oh, in Twitch chat.
Do I gotta...
Okay.
Yeah, post it.
Hylonymous.
There is in Twitch chat.
Oh, no.
Type into Google. And
Hylonomus.
find
Hylonomus?
the rainbow-colored lizards that exist in our world.
Wow.
Awesome.
This is what Racy is. They aren't supposed to be able to climb walls. He just apparently has finger strength like nobody's business.
I don't care. He's a lizard. He's a little gecko. He climb wall. He rainbow. See him face?
He cute.
Yeah.
He cute. He right on your back. And to get us into the mood for what's going, I guess I should say, listening chaos. Where are you?
I am in hiding. I have taken over some kind of spring or place and decided to be my true self.
Fab.
For a
So
second.
we're gonna have to go find you.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be exciting. But before we do, to get into the mood, I wanted to share this song with you. Click, pause. So this song is not mine. When I put this up on YouTube, I will obviously not be including other people's proprietary music. There we go. But up on screen, our viewers can see the music video. This is a song by Beth Crowley. And the reason we're including it right now is because well, Geldon, would you say it? Explain yourself.
All right. So before Agatha decided to stay in the Candyland world that we were, they handed their most significant of others a book. This book has all of their writings and their scribbles, essentially their story so far written in it. Thumbing through the pages one day, Vivelda found a loose leaf letter, and on it was this song used as a sort of you'll be okay kind of situation, so that comfort can be provided if Vivelda needed it.
So I came across this as I pulled out my letters and I gave them to Space to pass on to Gathriel. I'm going to play a few bars and then pause. Audience, you have to let me know if this is loud enough. Audience, are you able to hear that? Is it coming through?
I can hear it. It's coming through quite well.
Okay.
I can't hear it.
Discord friends, I am sharing my screen right now, so if you click on the live, you should be able to hear.
Okay.
Can I get someone in chat confirm whether or not you can hear this?
Well, I wasn't.
It's coming through well.
Okay.
Yay.
All right. Okay. Now I'm gonna start it for realsies.
Oh. Yeah.
Here we go.
You don't know yet where you're going. If it's better than where you are coming from, settle down. This feels right somehow. You meet twists and turns every corner, but each step you take side. Your memories on the other side. Nothing to lose on the other side. You won't be scared of the other side. What might be there on the other side? The world is new on the other side. So deep breath in. You're meant for this. Everyone wants to know if you're the answer they've been searching for. All eyes on you. So much to prove. Whoever you were back then, you will never be again. Remember how far you've come. Don't think, just run.
So I hope you all enjoyed that. Our musical interlude. Again, that song was written by Beth Crowley. It's a book song. It's actually based off the Maze Runner series. So if that made you think of the Maze Runners, then that's what it was about. But we find Vivelda finds a poem that's very similar to that in her notebook. And it's a letter from Gathriel, or Agatha, her long-distance girlfriend. So that's what I've got. As far as intros from now on, it's up to our DM. What do we do?
Okay. Well, you guys are currently in the safe place. Which, I guess, if everything needs a name like The Dry, then this place can be the safe.
We have to name everything weirdly.
You guys are currently in the safe place. It is unclear how to get back to the other place, let alone back to where you just were.
Fab. It's my favorite. I'm all lost
You
in
could
the
theoretically just
supermarket.
ask, but, like, who does that?
So I give my letter to Space, and then Phoebe and I are going to go find some trouble to get into. I mean, people to help. We ask for directions. Well, we should probably get the rest of our team. Does she happen to have a good idea of where they are?
No, because the rings weren't handed out.
Okay, fab. We're just gonna go wandering around the above then. This definitely won't cause any problems at all.
Fabian is going to get distracted in the safe place.
Okay. I guess that's fair since our player isn't here right now. I'll go looking for my party, and since Gelden is already looking for me, I imagine that we'll find each other fairly quickly.
Yes. So you go back to Town Square, Market Square. You go back to Squareland.
To the above?
Yeah, no, you're in the... according to Space, you just kind of gotta want to be back where you were, and then you are.
Okay.
Urine acts as a teleport to, and then a teleport to last known location.
So we can go to and from the safe place and wherever we went to the safe place in.
Yeah.
At. Okay, cool.
So you are in the boring hallway.
I am lost inside of a giant coliseum, so it's going to take me a while to find my way.
That is a fact.
Yeah, so maybe let someone else play for a minute while I get unlosted.
Okay, TG, it's been a while, and things have definitely changed since last you were here. But welcome home.
Awesome. So I get up the staircase and I take a big deep breath in of that fresh, beautiful sunlit air and
it
let out a huge sigh.
It tastes different.
Oh, too much sun here?
Yeah, no, you've been here before. You know what it used to be like. The air tastes different from what you remember.
Interesting. Well, I put on my sunglasses and I let out a sigh, and I'm like, "This is it, Charlie. This is the big leagues. Welcome home." So I'm gonna go strolling down.
By the way, the strategy for getting Charlie up was
Mhm.
basically Charlie acts comatose and no one asks.
Yeah, he's my new statue.
I thought Charlie was gonna hide in the butt.
Charlie can totally hide in my butt.
He's so during off-screen shenanigans, because that's what happens when you miss a session. I get to do horrible things to you. Someone was adopted. There's now a new NPC called Charlie. He has a medical condition and consequently has a dog tag he wears of his name and who to return him to if you find him lost.
Speaking of, we need to stop by a shop and get that changed out so it says the right stuff. If lost, return to TG Gelton.
Or we could just, I don't know, treat him like a person instead of like an object. You're right. Why did I say anything? Forget.
If he decides that he doesn't like wearing his dog tag, he can take it off. Until then, we need to have him able to be returned to me if he goes comatose.
He's up and about now. It looks like he needed to sleep off whatever was going on.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah,
it was
no.
a quick
So
nap.
I'm going to replace his dog tag with a medical assistance bracelet.
Okay. There's a new jeweler actually just right there. If you want someone to work with precious metals or metal at all, the jeweler's is a solid place to first check.
Awesome. So I'm going to grab Charlie. I'm going to stick him up on my shoulder where he goes and is like, "Let's go get you some new pretties." And so I walk up there.
This
And I'm
jeweler's
like-
name is MP Gelden.
MP Gelden.
Yes. Oh, I forgot.
Yep.
I forgot.
That's specifically
TG,
why I told you.
you recognize this jeweler as someone else who's part of the same program.
Interesting. Hey, Katie did.
A kitty did.
Amphibian, guys.
Can you hear us now? Amphibian?
Your circle isn't lighting up.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Their microphone must be doing something weird.
If you just want to type things, I can read them. I've been people's voices before. They all sound suspiciously similar to me, but... Don't mind me, I just think I'm funny.
Oh, it was fine. I was just worried because Fabian just jumped out again.
I think she's having nap problems. We'll give her a bit.
Unfortunate. Okay. Anywho, so I know this person, so I'm going to greet them with the customary we're in the same clan handshake and ask him how he's been or how they've been. I don't know if they are gendered.
She's like, I've been the best. You know why? Because your friends came up here and you missed the ability to take them to the full day spa. Ha! I did it first.
That is unfortunate, but when you're being a hero downstairs, you got to take that first. You know what I mean? Just slightly,
you and your
just a humble
hero
brag.
Stuff. Not just because you're the one in it for. Just because I'm not. I was sent to master craftsmanship doesn't mean I'm less impressive.
You're absolutely correct. There's no better jeweler on this park than you. That's why I came straight to you.
I just now got this store. What are you talking about?
No,
You're
I
so
always knew you
full
were
of it.
destined for greatness. Look, I'm trying to give you a compliment here. Take it or don't.
How much does it cost?
Depends on what you pay me.
What you got so far as your need for sparklies?
Okay, well, this one here needs a new. Well, why don't you tell him, Charlie? What do you want? Pick anything you want. Get the pick of the litter.
Hello, I'm Charlie, and I need to wear an item of identification in case I freeze solid for multiple minutes at a time and no one knows what to do with me. To which Charlie produces his dog tag.
Awesome.
Upon investigation, the dog tag gets removed, and it's unclear what exactly happens, but it's likely you won't be acquiring that dog tag again. It gets put in a box, and you hear loud noises, and you don't think there's a dog tag in that box anymore.
All right. Trash receptacle. Got it.
The jeweler shuffles around and produces 2 halves of a magnetic bracelet and begins to carve the name Charlie onto it.
I kind of look down and smile down at Charlie like this is a big moment and I'm really happy about it.
Charlie's like, yay, a new dog tag.
You doing okay? Do you not want a dog tag? Do you want something else? I mean, as long as we can get you to where you're going, you can wear whatever you want. I mean, you're your own person, especially up here.
That looks all fancy, but it's just here to serve a purpose, isn't it?
Well, of course it serves a purpose, but that doesn't mean that you can't enjoy it.
Oh. So how do you do that?
Enjoy something that's yours?
Yeah. I thought the only things worth doing were boring. And the only things that were enjoyable were a waste of time.
That's what we're really good at up here, just wasting time. So feel free to waste some time if you would like.
But before you have time to move your hand off the counter, a little J gets etched into it. It stings mildly, but the sun puts it back.
Oh, so my hand gets initialed?
Yeah.
I look down at it well, I think you gotta work on your penmanship there. That J kind of looks like an F.
It's being mended as I write. Also, not just because you waste a lot of time doesn't mean all of us have time to waste.
Nobody's name here is J. There's MP Gilden and TG Gilden.
That is a fact.
So it might have a G on it.
Nope.
Okay, carry on.
I guess that's fair, but for those of us who have already completed our trials, we get to goof around a little bit every once in a while.
No way, you're actually done?
Yep. Tell you what, he was not
goodness.
a fan. You want to see my scars? And I pull over one of my scars.
How do you even get this installed? The sun would have patched it before anything could have happened.
There ain't sun down there. There hasn't been sun for a couple of days. Yeah, they just opened the floodgates down there.
Oh my goodness. It is like nothing you would believe. They decided they were going to turn off the sun, and then almost simultaneously, hold on, I have the name written down. Almost simultaneously, the Citadel of the Sun started pouring out huge quantities of thick light.
That's crazy. See, I was wondering about that. It's been running for oh gosh, about a half of a day down there, and it ain't even slowing up. What's going on?
No one knows. It took a mad scramble just to put up some wooden walls so they could hold it up because, once you make a threat, you gotta follow through, they say.
Well, that's fair, I guess. I mean, it's kind of sad for the people down there.
That explains why they've that, by the way, is why they've redone nearly every street that goes towards the brim.
The Sun Citadel.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
from the Sun Citadel to the Brim, there are a handful of streets. There are like 7. These are called main roads. They've all been redone in the past like 4 days.
Awesome. I was wondering why the city was all conjumbled up here. Is downtown still the way it was?
Oh my goodness, you would not believe how little downtown survived. I don't know who was responsible for it, but something fell on something else, and the entire city was set up like dominoes, as if the builders have been bored for like 3 centuries.
Oh my. Oh, that's going to take some cleaning up.
I think I've decided the Builders Guild is the most chaotic force in here.
They getting back to it, or they setting up quest lines up here? I mean, I know they haven't done the quest lines up here in a minute, but like, are they setting up quest lines up here to fix that, or what?
They got some other Geldans on it. You know, the like fresh-eyed and stuffy. I don't know how to call them.
Gotcha. They got the
They got
newbies
the
on
bright eyes doing the dirty work. No one's dumb enough to take that if they know better.
That's fair. Give it up for a corporate hierarchy, I suppose. All right. Well, tell you what. I'll see you around, huh?
All right.
Actually, I think that would be a good time for me and Fibian to show up.
Okay.
So Fibian came with me. She's having like auditory processing issues. Okay, Catty says, I think Fibian accidentally fell asleep for the first time in her life, and now is having one of those dreams where all sound is dampened and you try to scream but can't force the air out of your lungs. She can't hear us.
So I describe Fibian as in the safe right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's essentially the only place to sleep.
Well, there's the spa.
There is a spa, that's true, but that's true. I just meant like, given the party, the safe is probably the only place the party would want to sleep.
Yes. Anyway, I think now is a good time for me to show up. I don't know if I'm going to be accompanied by a Fibian. Hey. But we're just gonna ignore her for a minute until we can get a hold of her.
Fibian will just teleport over to you because space or some such.
Yeah, whatever. Space likes her better anyway. But I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna be like, oh hi, MP, TG.
Well, hello. Whoa! Look at you. The topside suits you. You look amazing.
Well, I guess I just got some sleep.
Well, that could do it too.
But, did you say you had thought... MP, you said you wanted to do my wings, though.
Yeah, I was hoping to decorate your wings with lots of jewels.
Sure.
All right. Well, you go ahead and do that. I'm gonna run down to my house real quick, change my suit, try to get all those below underneath it. Yeah, try to clean up the undercarriage a little bit. I'll be right back. You guys have fun.
Have you seen Listening Chaos?
Not recently.
Well, he stormed off, and Fibian seems to think we should, care about him.
All right. Well, I'll keep an eye out for him. Let me go change, and I'll be right on that.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Charlie, Vivelda, Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
Are you leaving Charlie with Vivelda?
Oh, well, I look down at Charlie and I'm like, you can go wherever you want to go. You want to stay with the nice frog lady, you can. You can come with me, set up some new digs in the house, whatever you'd like to do.
Charlie will just, kind of sit content on your saddle.
All right, he's coming with me. See you then. And then I wander off to my house that I really hoping isn't knocked over.
Your house was not one of the ones that was built suspiciously domino shaped.
The rest of the buildings are just leaning up against it. All right. I have a sizable house here, I've decided. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go give a bath, and then I'm gonna go change into my new suit. I'm going to go with red with yellow pinstripes instead of the yellow with red pinstripes, and
Oh my goodness.
that's me. So you guys go ahead and do your thing.
Okay.
So I am going to attempt to subtly question my jeweler friend about the whole like sunlight flooding down thing, because I was not there when that conversation happened, and I'm going to, I assume, get the same information.
It sounds like you're going to roll figure out a person.
Fab. I will totally roll figure out a person. Hey, I'm not even angry anymore, so I don't have a -2.
Wow.
What do I roll to figure out a person? Is that wit?
Let me find it. I have so many things open.
Yeah. I printed some of these things out, but I can't.
Yes, figure out a person is plus wits.
Fabulous. I don't have any wit. I got a 3! I'm getting XP! Hooray! I think!
Oh boy. You, while you're trying to like subtly give out information or acquire information and not get caught, you accidentally agree to a few things, and you are now wearing too much gold and jewels to fly with.
Okay. That's kind of hilarious, actually.
You are now so incredibly bejeweled that your wings can't lift you.
Fabulous. Can I take these things off myself, or is it requires assistance kind of thing?
You look at it and you're gonna guess that if it needs help, and if the person who's helping you doesn't know what they're doing specifically, it's gonna take 2 people to help you.
Fab. Just quick pause. Dandelion has dumped some bits in. Thank you so much, Dandelion, and redeemed a hydrate. So if you don't have a water nearby, which includes me, then you should go get one. So I'm gonna go grab a water. I'll be right back. Talk to Chaos for a time.
Listening Chaos, would you like to describe what you're doing? Because right now, last we saw you, you were in a room, and an entire day has passed since then.
Yeah, I said I went off to, I guess maybe I won't be as dramatic as last time. I just went off to meditate, I guess, to focus on, the
Where you
silence.
Where are you going?
Pretty much anywhere I can, be mostly undisturbed and
Above, between, or below?
I think it's gonna be in the above, since I'm there as it is, and I guess I could just like move
Last
something.
we left you, you were in the between, weren't you?
No, I was in the above.
And you're walking around in your goop form in the above.
Not in the goop form. I was walking around as TG for a while, and then when I find a place that's nice, I want to kind of just like seal it off and, yeah, meditate. And
Okay.
yeah,
I'm back.
You find a rather large and looks like it's abandoned Colosseum.
Coliseum.
Yes.
Okay.
You'd estimate a number of rooms that is beyond the ability for any mere mortal to count.
Really? Huh. Okay. Then I guess I will find one of the rooms. Are any of the rooms like kind of leaking from the ceiling?
Nope. It's all been built very, very well.
Been built well?
Yeah.
You just said the Builders
Okay.
Guild was bored.
I've gotten Listening Chaos lost in the maze of gladiatorial arenas.
Fab. It's
Okay.
definitely useful, and not at all the exact opposite of helpful.
You're welcome.
So okay. Then I'm going to find a place that I don't know, some place that has like some water, and then I'm going to just like shed my skin and just um spread out and like be myself. Um,
So,
this. Hmm?
so the room you find, it features a skylight, which is impressive because it's on the bottom floor.
Hmm.
But it features a skylight with mirrors reflecting down light into it. A pool of a pool like what looks like a natural pool of water that this thing was built around, and stretchers and beds. This looks like the primary infirmary.
Hmm. Okay. Then in that case, I'm gonna like search through the drawers. Is there anything in the drawers? Closets?
There's stuff
Cabinets?
like gauze and band-aids and wound wraps and splints.
Can I like take all those stuff, like as much stuff as I can, and just like stuff it in my pack, and then stick my pack inside of myself?
Very nice.
But then I'm gonna. But then when after I've stuck it away, I'm gonna kind of like sit down and stare off into space and be like, "What am I doing?" Like I'm
The
already thinking of how I can like get back into the game. I need some. I need some me time. I need time to decompress, to listen to myself for a minute. Then I'm gonna like just like shed my clothes and all my packs and everything like that, and just become um like a version of myself which I forgot about or which I don't wear anymore because it's like not very I want to say life form friendly. Uh,
Yeah, Discord has this
so I'm just gonna like spread out and
Okay. Would you mind if I described what your new form looks like?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So as you're like sprawling out, you your your like appendages seem to either form with you or meld into the big drops that you're letting out. You're letting out big drops like a uh ink monster, except whatever they run over seems to become very clean, and any small thing they pick up, they run over, disappears. And as you like spread out and grow, you're much larger than you used to be. You become a snake with two golden eyes.
Wait, what?
You unfurl into a large snake made out of ink with two golden eyes.
Well, that's new. Okay. Um, that's kind of surprising.
And you take up
Um,
almost the entire infirmary.
huh. Well, in that case, I am going to kind of like listen to the voice in my head and be like, "What's going on?"
Ever since I and you started walking around and Now it feels as though I and you are much closer than we ever were. So you appear to have taken on a shape that appears to be an aspect of me.
Oh,
I am two snakes and a staff, and you appear to be one of the snakes.
oh, okay. Well, I would not have expected that.
Upgrade
Okay.
from 3 lizards in a trench coat. Now you're 2 snakes in a staff.
Well, okay. Well, in that case, then, I'm gonna like kind of feel what am I feeling right now? Like, what are we feeling right now?
You're feeling two things. One, there's somewhere relatively nearby that you want to be, but you can't put your finger on it. And two, you're happy to be alone in the quiet.
It's been a long time since I've had quiet, so I definitely enjoy this. I guess I'm gonna like. Am I warm right now,
Uh,
or am I
the
cold?
the sunlight feels like it's trying to warm you up, but it doesn't like get through your thick hide. Or it feels like a thick hide. It looks like it's just made of ink.
So in that case, I'm gonna like slide up. I'm gonna like push myself up into the sunroof or the sunroof, and I'm gonna explore, like just climbing higher and higher, just like sinuously, um, going from like mirror to mirror, like forcing myself up, up, up to find the source of the sunlight.
Okay. You, this appears to be a light vent in the same way that there are air vents. And so you think from here, and only a creature as nimble as you could, but you appear to be able to reach any room in the building, at least most of the important rooms. You appear to be able to reach most of the important rooms through this light vent. But as you go up and up through the massive structure, seeking the origin of the sun, you find yourself staring out through what looks like a specially designed window.
Hmm.
And you're staring at a beautiful stained glass dome through
No,
which a giant mushroom is growing.
it's stained glass dough.
Dome.
Oh, dome. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And there's a giant mushroom growing inside the dome.
Yeah. Through the center of the dome, there is what looks like the same mushroom that you're currently on, but the next tier of it, if that makes sense.
So it's like already growing,
Yeah.
and they're already growing, and they're growing it inside inside this coliseum.
Not the Coliseum you're in, you're looking like across the town.
Okay. So, so like, is it on top of another building, or is it right next to them?
It is the centralmost building of the above.
Okay, so
And
it's not
you are on the outskirts of town.
the outskirts of town. Okay. Then in that case, I am thinking about things. So before I was kind of bummed because it seems like this place is going to end up the same way as the other place. And it just suddenly dawned on me, if people couldn't escape, maybe they'd have to fix things. And then I'm going to make a beeline for the dome.
Okay,
Oh no.
TG, I'm gonna say, just because it makes me interests. It makes me happy that while you're fiddling with the key to your house, a drop of black ink lands on your hand, and when it runs off your hand, the key is missing.
Well then, I guess we found chaos. Or listening. I guess we found listening. So I
Yep.
look up.
When you look up, you see what looks like I'm gonna describe it as a river. You get the impression that it's supposed to be a snake, but it'd be best described as a river. And it lands it like lands into a coil and then springs. Apparently it has a mission.
It's close enough for me to grab.
Make an act under pressure roll.
All right. What's the defining characteristic for that one?
You tell me.
Okay, well, I'm attempting to move fast, so I'm going to use my
Grace.
Oh gosh, yeah, Grace.
Not quite that big, but yes, that's the idea. Listening Chaos. Who has been posting Jormungandr in the chat.
I missed.
Yep. Nope. I get to do terrible things to you because you failed a...
But I get experience.
You do get an experience. You also, however, trip and throw your dollar necklace into the black snake, and your dollar necklace disappears.
Oh, man. I had a thing planned for that. Hey, listening! Get down here.
Listening isn't listening.
Okay, well, I'm annoyed about that. All right, I guess I gotta go follow. So I am following.
What's your grace? But listening,
+1.
what's your grace at?
My grace is 3.
Okay, so listening moves faster than you.
Okay, well then after realizing that I'm not going to catch up, I'd probably stop.
You could theoretically make a roll to keep up.
Nope, impossible.
Not likely. Told you I used all of my good rolls in the interlude. You can literally watch them start slowly climbing down.
Impossible.
Impossible.
Fictitious.
So I am going to angrily
You're a giant
open
flying snake. What
my
are we
door.
supposed to do exactly?
Vivelda, as you're quietly coming to the terms that this ability no one knew you had, you can no longer use. At least for the time being.
I'll get them taken off later.
A giant river-like snake lands almost on top of you.
I'ma stab it by way of greeting. That way you'll know it's me.
Okay, what would you like to roll, or is that just a stabbing?
I'm not trying to hurt him or anything. Actually, I'm totally gonna roll figure it out. Figure out a person.
That's fair.
So that's -1 for my wit, but +1 for being in a sword fight at literally the exact same number, A3. Listening Chaos, how badly have I offended you?
I think at this moment, I am on a mission to fix things. I don't even notice you.
That means I get to assign the terrible thing. Vivelda, if you had to guess, this thing is out to consume the sun.
That's probably bad. I'm gonna stab it more enthusiastically.
Okay.
Is it flying away?
You're gonna if you're gonna roll, the next roll you make has to be with grace because you're running out of time.
Okay. I'm looking at the wrong character sheet. My grace is terrible, so I am totally going to attempt to fight this snake thing.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I have no grace. Yeah, no, nope. I'm also frightened. Because no one ever wants to provide emotional support to Vivelda. So I rolled, amazingly, another 3. If I keep this up, I'm gonna have another level one roll from now. I'm one more roll away from getting another level.
Vivelda,
What? I'm
darling,
gonna die.
you had a book given to you by Paranoia?
Did I?
Yeah, Paranoia.
That was Fibian.
I'm pretty sure that was Vivelda. Was it Fibian?
It definitely wasn't me.
It was Fibian.
Nobody likes
It was
me.
Yeah. Yeah. We were just talking about the Gordian knot thing.
Right. Okay.
It
Well,
definitely
then never
wasn't
mind.
me.
I can't take the book away.
No. I have a different book.
I'm not taking that book away.
Good, because I would kill you.
I've stabbed God.
I will, however, take away all of your writing implements.
Okay.
Your trip and your pencil bag goes straight into the snake and is missing now.
Great. Bloody hell. And I assume it's flying away at this point.
Yes, the snake's gone, and you look like you maybe just ate ground trying to pick a fight with something 300 times your weight class.
Cool. I am not intimidated even a little bit, so I'm gonna stand up, dust myself back off, and tell the jeweler, thank you very much, but I need you to take off some of these things now. I'm gonna go fight a snake that's bigger than God, okay?
Okay. She understands that notion, and this will not be a quick process. TG, you catch up to poor Velda, who's only about halfway done.
I only need some of them off, enough so I can fly.
I just wave and tell them to quit lollygagging. Our mutual friend is out there acting like a monster.
Wait, that's listening?
Shh, keep it down.
Speaking of the glorious and definitely listening to Reason Chaos,
What are you doing?
you come headlong into contact with a rather large stained glass window.
Wait, is this the dome, or is this
Yes,
something around the dome?
You have successfully sprinted all the way across town, alerting every single suspicion that one person might carry, and are now sitting on top of the Citadel of the Sun.
Good. I'm now going to, can I wrap myself around it?
No, it's too big.
Too big. All right,
You can,
I,
however, wrap yourself around the quote-unquote fledgling mushroom that is a skyscraper at this point.
is it inside the dome, or is it can I get inside the dome?
It's, you know, Castle in the Sky? The, Laputa's tree poking out through the top?
The Hayao Miyazaki movie?
The dome... Yeah, it's a Hayao Miyazaki.
I don't think I've seen that one, but
It's
I have
dome
seen that one.
with a hole in the top, and the mushrooms coming out the hole.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the top. No, I haven't
dome's
seen
wider than it is tall, and the mushroom's taller than it is wide.
All right, so I'm gonna go up to the top, and then I'm going to slither down, into the dome, until I'm at the base of the mushroom.
So take a condition because you get hit by lasers.
So, DM...
Lasers.
A fun move that you might not be aware of is Stagger. It's a reactive move. Basically, the DM declares that you have suffered a staggering physical or emotional blow. and you're just like, you stagger. So if you have between 4 to 5 conditions, then you choose some bad options, and if you have 0 to 3 conditions, then you choose some slightly less bad options.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Instead of a condition, take a stagger.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if this is an appropriate time. Like, I'm not in charge of that. I just wanted to give you options.
It feels more appropriate. I appreciate.
You're welcome. I've been meaning to remind you that that's a thing that exists.
What a convenient time to remember.
Yeah. Isn't it just so coincidentally?
I've read through it. It was just unclear as to when it would come into play.
I feel like I need to clarify that I like you, the player. Like, I, Durenda, like you, the player.
Okay. So, how would that affect me, game-wise?
Okay, so how many conditions do you have?
Right now, none.
So you get to pick one of these options. I will list them. 1. You lash out at someone whose regard matters to you. Provoke them to do something foolish or harmful, and take advantage of a string on them if you have one. And I'm not sure any of our regard matters to you.
Well, right now, listening is doing it for you.
Well, that's
Object
an
2.
option you have. Option 2, you hesitate or stumble, and the opposition gains an opportunity. Option 3, you grin and bear the blow. Mark 2 conditions.
Okay. So what this looks like, for the record, is you get hit with such force that you are flung vertically up several, like at least an actual foot.
Okay. So where do I know where the lasers are coming from?
Looks like it came from inside the dome you were just trying to get inside of.
Oh, so the laser came from inside the dome to prevent me from going in?
Yes.
Okay.
First, what are you going to do with the stagger? And none of the options can be enter the dome unless you grin and bear it.
No, the opposition gains an opportunity.
Look, so... this book doesn't have what I want. Give me 1 second. Or maybe I'll just have... Duranda, what would be the most appropriate one to me to do?
I think that stumbling when you've been assaulted by a mass of lasers seems like a reasonable response.
Okay.
So I would personally go with you hesitate or stumble, and the opposition gains an opportunity.
All right. So I guess I'll hesitate and stumble and reserve my next action until...
Okay. With that opportunity, several wooden ladders are propped up, one of which has Vivelda and TG poking their head over the top. Others have the town guard. You are no longer alone on top of this dome.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell them to, don't interfere.
What are you doing?
I'm going to end up saving this world.
By destroying it?
No. By almost destroying it. By removing options.
You got about 3 seconds before the others get up here, and it's going to be a lot harder to explain why I'm not beating your ass. So you got to back down here, bud.
80 would understand. Oops. I keep doing it wrong.
Fibian?
Fibian would understand.
Yeah, well, Fibian got assaulted by some kind of, like, sleeping drug thing.
Fibian also doesn't want you dead.
I'm not afraid of death. I'm going to now call on a toxic power.
I'm also pretty
Dope.
I'm pretty sure that if I killed you, Fibian would never actually forgive me. Like, she's already mad enough at me.
Wait, I heard someone else say something else.
I said dope. She is hyped for you to do this. That means it's a bad idea. Keep going.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna call on a toxic power. To help me assault this mushroom.
So when you parlay with a toxic power, it is specifically regarding questions.
Then I guess I'll use my friend instead then.
However, I can do something that will help. the current problem you're facing, but you have to persuade me that it is reasonable, like that you're sane.
Okay, well, I could try. Okay,
No,
so I'm gonna say
I wanted. Aw.
no, no, yes, no.
Glorious.
I was gonna cause so many problems.
Don't worry,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that they just rolled really bad.
I'm gonna say. Okay, I'm gonna say. Wait, gonna make sure I say the right name this time, since I'm terrible at
Vivian.
names. Okay, no, Vivalda.
Oh.
Okay, this is exactly what you want. No more running away from our problems. We'd have to solve them once and for all. No more running from the poisoned water. No more hiding and separating society. No more surviving because we can make do with escapism. Now we'll have to actually fix things, make things better. And all we have to do is get rid of the escape plan. We have to destroy this mushroom.
What is the escape plan?
This will turn into another above, and then this above will become the in-between, and then eventually it'll become the below. And it's going to keep on perpetuating the cycle over and over again. A cycle of misery and pain, carefully orchestrated by this, an escape plan. The ability to always never having to fix things. Never having to pay the price for our sins.
I like hold up my
Vivalda.
hand.
Now, Vivelda,
Yes?
now that you are on top, you do see the mushroom, and it does look like they intend to grow a new layer to move to.
Of course they do. I'm not surprised at all.
We have to destroy it.
I hold up my hand to stop you. I'm like, look, I'm on board. What exactly should we do?
We need to destroy it. We need to destroy everything.
Building, the top of the mushroom, the people on it, the gates that stop the sun from coming down. That was what was my personal top choice for things to break.
Everybody underneath it.
All well, maybe not. Well, not the people, but everything else.
Who is going
and
to
my
die?
eyes are gonna, and my eyes are gonna like start searching around frantically, just like looking for the most effective way to bring it all crumbling
Richard,
down.
wait! Richard!
I know someone who could answer your question.
Okay.
Just a minute.
Call out a toxic power. Do the thing. I'm so
You know
excited.
what? I actually want to call my friend Loose Bundle of Snakes.
Oh, you want to
Okay.
call loose?
Arm Steel, what does this building exactly do?
It would appear as though this building, now that you're on top of the stained glass dome, it's hard to tell from a distance, but considering you are on it, it would appear as though this building shines like the sun, and that's its primary function.
The building shines like the sun.
Yes.
It produces sunlight.
It produces all of the sunlight. The sky is dark.
Okay, if we break the sunlight, then we'll die. Instead, hear me out. We break the thing that stops the sun from coming.
Oh, Vivalda, don't you understand? They'll just use this again to punish those below for something they couldn't control.
Okay, well, killing
That's what's gonna-
everyone below is not a good solution.
When they took the sun away, nobody died. They just got hungry and sleepy. We can do this. I know we can.
Nobody knows how to eat food.
Bibian does.
Great, she'll live. I'm
All
glad
of
that
us
our
will live.
apocalypse will have 3 survivors.
We'll have to work together like we've never had to do before. This is my gift to all of us. All of us. And then, has listening appeared yet? I mean, Loose Bundle of Snakes appeared yet?
Yes. So, your goops of the goops you're leaving everywhere begins to let out and deflate as snakes crawl out, like actual proper snakes, but they're tiny.
Oh, cool.
And as they swirl into like a tornado, and their forms begin to blur, very suddenly, a trench coat and a hat, and you can't really tell what's underneath either of them. But he seems happy to be here.
Luce, you gotta help me. We have to destroy this thing before they allow it to do what they did last time.
They've been doing that for a long time.
Exactly.
So if they've grown it many times before, why wouldn't they just regrow it once we destroy it?
Because we're gonna destroy all of it. We're gonna make it so that no one can bring it back.
Okay.
He wants to break the sun. It wants to break the sun. I think it's gone bad.
I don't think the sun is what causes this to grow, guys.
Thank you. Wait, what causes it to grow?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's roots.
And then we destroy the roots.
Aren't those in the water?
Yeah.
So the water it doesn't like makes it go up?
Mushrooms purify the water. We already know this.
Phibian's special mushrooms did something to the water. It's unclear.
The mushroom that we live on and in between as well, though, we get.
Things.
Yeah,
oh
we
no,
get
you're
water
right.
from mushrooms.
The mushroom veins are your primary source of fresh water.
Okay, that's
And
good.
we do know
Everyone
that.
knows
Okay,
that.
we would know that. Okay, breaking the sun won't help, eh?
I'm pretty sure the sun's up there, and then he points to the black sky.
No, the light is here. I am standing on it.
That definitely seems true. Vivelda,
Yes.
listening chaos pays a price to ask these questions, so I'm giving Loose Bundle of Snakes a strain on you. Continue asking questions.
That's
Hey,
fine.
Vivelda, what's the fortune cookie talking about?
If you want to stop the thing from growing, we have to kill the mushroom at its roots.
That would destroy the entire structure. Everybody would die.
No, you just have to make it so the roots can't make it grow anymore.
What if we just made it so that below was more like above? Wouldn't that be nice?
I'm gonna ram my head against the dome, as hard as I can.
Okay.
As soon as those guys make it to the top of the ladder, we're going to have to make it look like we're fighting this monster.
Half of mine to fight this monster.
What's it called? Daring roll. Give me a daring roll.
Just daring. Okay. Luckily, this is something I'm terrible at. All right. I think it's that. I think it's 9.
Okay.
Not a bad.
So you don't injure yourself in the attempt, and that's about all that can be said.
Okay.
Hold on while I write down the dome's hit points.
I'm sort of sorry, but only a little bit.
That's actually really funny.
Okay, I'm gonna grab Loose Bundle of Snakes by his stupid little trench coat and pull him down here so he's shorter, so I can talk to him and be like, look, we break this thing, who dies?
Practically speaking, I think people would discover food before they discovered death.
And if this whole ass mushroom topples over?
If the entire mushroom falls over, then you'd have to contend with whatever it is the water is doing.
That's what I've been saying.
Would kill people.
I'm not discounting that as a reliable possibility.
This time I'm gonna try to just actually use mystical force against the dome, since ramming my head against it almost hurt, but doesn't feel like I'll be doing that again. Did you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, so do I roll?
You gotta move?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually use my destructive powers against the dome.
Okay, then. Roll the move.
Alright.
Well, read us the move.
Oh, give me a second. So many things open.
Yeah, move.
Which...
Witchfire. Roll spirit instead of daring to fight, but you're conspicuous when you do. The consequences of a 6- will be severe.
Yep, that's the one. Alright. So I got a couple of different things to help me. I got 3 spirit...
As you're making this attack is when the bulk of the forces arrive on top of the dome. Just... Okay, continue.
Okay. I'll just roll.
I
got
look
10.
over to the people lining up on the thing, and I scream a very loud expletive.
Oh, you should scream very loud expletive. I got a 10.
Okay, so as the fight move goes, you attempt to break the dome, but your opponents get one thing on you, and collectively the guard sees a superior position, and by that I mean they're throwing ropes and nets over you, and they are trying to capture you.
Alright. Well, one of my attributes is being slippery. So
So if you were to activate that on your next turn, then you would get out of it, but you wouldn't be attacking for that turn.
Oh no, it's like a passive. Give me a second.
So when you transform, you can pick up to 2 aspects to take.
No, we're talking about the move slippery.
Oh.
Is it a move?
Yeah. You're hard
Okay.
to pin down and easily slip through most resistance and barriers. In most cases, you slip through and sashay your way past physical harm without rolling. That doesn't mean it doesn't take time. That means it doesn't take a roll.
Okay, no worries.
And it just says most of the time.
So I'm gonna implore all of you to help me, including loose bundle of snakes, and then I'm going to attack again. Help me!
So you don't get a -1 because some of the snakes entangling you, some of the ropes entangling you, slither like snakes and become part of loose bundle.
That's awesome.
So you don't get a -1 this time.
Alright, I got a 10 again.
Okay, I'll mark that on the dome's HP, and they continue trying to tie you up.
Alright.
And loose bundle of snakes has decided combat is not his scene and leaves.
Okay, I need to do something about this situation, so I'm going to spend I'm gonna spend a point of my tradition to temper the wrath of the authority.
Dope.
And I'm going to take a running jump and kind of land on the snake's head and be like, wait, we can't hurt it. We need to interrogate it. It could be the forefront of an invasion. I'm
At that, at least 2 guards, like, get the fear of death in their eyes, like an invasion by this thing.
so we
multiple of
can't
these
kill
creatures.
it. That's my argument. Please be less
and
mad.
they appear to be non-harmfully trying to capture it. But the fact that you're standing on top of it does make people like have to not shoot at you.
Yeah, I'm wrestling it. I've got you by the head, you monster.
I'm going to assist by launching Hugh up to wrap up around the neck. That way, if it does get hurt, I have it bound so I can heal it.
Okay. I'm
I'm fearful. I'm fighting it. Yes, that's what I'm doing.
the guards doing this are of the impression that both of you are on their side, so
Yes.
that means they let you take advantage of their advantages. And so you guys can just do it. I'm not going to let Listening Chaos try and stop you unless he wants to do the thing to stop.
Nope. So do I attack again, or is it so? Can I do that again?
Yes, but you're at -1.
-1. All right. That means I could probably fail terribly this time. Okay. And 10. Oh, 9.
That's not -1.
Oh, 10 subtract 1.
Okay, you added that afterwards. Mixed beats. Oh no. So your options are deal 1 damage to the dome, and 1 damage to Vivelda, and 1 condition to Vivelda because she's standing on you, or deal no damage this cycle.
Well, I'm not going to hurt Vivelda, even though she's an asshole. So I guess I just don't. So I guess I hit it wrong this time.
Okay.
They
on
can
the plus
clearly
side,
see that my wrestling is working, so they can back off now.
nope, they're still throwing ropes. So now you get a -2 if you're gonna go again.
Okay.
Okay, from here, whatever. Screw him and his stupid ideas. But from here, can I see the floodgates?
Yep. From here you could see just about anything.
Okay, so can we break the floodgates?
It looks as though, largely speaking, the floodgates are broken.
Oh, okay.
Some hard-to-describe force appears to have been plowing onto them for multiple days straight, and it's all they can do to simply be open and not knocked over.
Oh, okay. You know what? Fine. You owe me one.
Say that to me.
Yeah, I'm saying that to you.
Okay.
Give TG a turn. Give TG a turn.
TG, what you up to?
I'm just holding onto this chain. I was gonna delay my turn to see what's going on, see if I have to, save face and get out of here, or bite the bullet and help them and ruin everything we just worked so hard for. I'm currently in a kind of inner turmoil with myself at this point. Like, do I sacrifice everything we just lost everything to gain, or like, what am I supposed to be doing here? I can't look like I'm not fighting this beast, but I can't hurt my friend because this thing isn't a monster, even though it's acting like one.
Okay, roll wit. Pretty please.
Three.
Okay, in Listening Chaos's current size, you could probably just start attacking and no, it wouldn't do any damage.
Okay, so I yell up.
Think about it. You're gonna hit with a ball that thin, and it's going to notice. That's what's going to happen?
Well, it's currently bound up in my chain just in case I do hurt it.
Yeah.
And so I yell up to Vivalda, eyes! And then I toss a bottle of sunshine at Listening's face.
I guess I'll cover my eyes then.
That sounds fantastic. Someone either want to make... let's see. I'm feeling defy disaster.
Amazing. Which specific disaster are we defying?
I'll let either Listening or TG make it.
TG go.
Okay.
Throwing threes all day. So
This is so bad.
seems like a good idea for me.
You get daring or grace, by the way.
Daring or grace? Well, I'm going to roll with grace because my daring sucks.
This is so bad. Why are we doing this?
7. Not
You're
as bad
so
as last
dumb.
time.
Okay, Listening Chaos, you get yet another -1 because you've been blinded. And so have most of the Royal Guard because they don't know. But TG was too far away and Vivelda closed her eyes. So you two are the only one who can see what's going on right now.
Oh, thank God that worked perfectly.
All right.
So wait, is that? Can I reach the gate in any short amount of time right now?
The floodgates. You could reach the floodgates. Given that you're currently bound,
I spend my turn to slide down his body and slice the ropes attached to him.
ooh,
I say, you owe me one.
yeah, okay. Given that you're not currently bound, you could reach the floodgates in an hour.
Okay, so I'm gonna very conspicuously grab TG and then just make a beeline towards the floodgates.
Okay,
You
roll me a
can't see
defy
which direction are you
disaster.
going.
And I'm gonna say that if I can't do it all at once, then I'll do it bit by bit. We're going to the floodgates. Okay. So
I kinda
we're gonna roll what?
Push
Defy
his face
disaster.
in the
You
direction.
get wit or grace.
Yep, Grace is the best. I have 2 stats, and they're both great. That's it.
I'm going to help out by directing the
Yeah,
blind snake in the direction they're supposed to be going.
Okay, the individual you grab is in fact TG.
We're so bad at this, you guys. So bad.
I know. So yeah, I'm making a beeline to the gate, and I'm gonna definitely. You guys can sense that I'm just gonna ram into it.
So the floodgate is a structure that completely circumnavigates the rim of the above. So you can destroy a portion of it. A large portion, but a portion.
Yeah.
So this cathedral that we've been trying to break, does it have a gate on the bottom?
Oh yeah, there's a doorway in.
You could just try to go in through the door.
You said that it was a dome. I thought it was an impenetrable dome where I had to smash. If I knew there was a door, I would have smashed the door.
We all just thought you were being dumb.
of looking from the
Oh my-
perspective of looking out from a 10-story building onto the largest man-made structure in the city. Yes, you saw the top of it.
Okay.
Okay, you couldn't see the door. That makes sense.
Okay. Well.
I'm imagining that you're flying off as I'm sliding down you, and you head off that way, and I'm like, aren't you going to use the door?
Well.
In the "I'm so done with you" voice.
I'm going to ignore that because, like I said, bit by bit. Let's take out the gates first.
Fab. They're gonna go do that, and I'm going to hurry down to the. I'm going through the front door. I'm gonna. Is the door locked?
Yes.
I bang
It
on
is.
it and I'm like, we need to check the structural integrity.
Like 5 door guards approach you, and they're like, "I'm sorry, miss, but we'll have to have our trained profession. We'll have to have someone from the inside check."
Oh no, I've been appointed to do the thing. I would like to spend another point of tradition to call on a toxic power.
Ooh.
And I want them to let me in. How do I get you to let me in?
Okay.
And then I roll plus spirit, which is not the worst. And I get, because I spent a point of tradition, I get +1.
Nice roll.
Very good. Your answer is a name. Use this name to get in.
Cool. I get +1 forward to act on the information, so I say that, no, I've been giving special permission from this person to check on it.
Yeah, okay. I'll just let you in. I'm eating your +1 forward, though.
Hey!
I could make you roll to get in.
Okay, fine. Okay.
We're wrecking things.
Fab. I get in there. You two do your thing.
right.
Have you ever seen a hallway that feels like bureaucracy?
Yes.
Okay, so good luck with that, Vivelda. What are you guys doing?
Fab.
Yeah, I'm
Trying
gonna,
to talk down this crazy snake that is literally ruining my life.
Have fun with that. I'm
So-
over here ruining your life secretly.
So TG, while you're like, while I'm like gripping you, like so you don't like fall and hurt yourself or something, I'm gonna say, I know this doesn't make sense to you because you've only known the system, but trust me, it's broken, and I think you know that.
I'm well aware of that, but there's ways we do these things, man. You just turned into a monster and ran yourself through the middle of town. Everybody at the dog's going to be looking for you, and they're going to be looking for me because I let you up here.
He's not wrong.
It's like, wait, I'm gonna say, Oh, you know what? I'm gonna continue in silence for a while, and then say, I know you're scared, but I'm scared too. But we'll get through it together. I promise.
Scared? Hell yeah, I'm scared. Look at you.
It'll be okay. I promise. The future will be better than what it is now.
Hold
If
on
you
for
land
one
in
more
front of
day.
anybody, I'm going to have to save face and take you down. I don't want to take you down, so how about you stop jumping around the town and stick to the shadows?
Nope, need speed. Need to get there fast.
But by now, listening is out of the town.
Okay.
There are people definitely trying to pursue you, but listening is out of town.
We need speed. We need to do this fast before the system can fix itself. We need to break things. We need to break things so that they can be made better. Remade better.
You're letting your emotions think with this, but you saved my life once. You did me a solid, so I'm going to back you up on this. Do not make me regret it. Let me on your back.
I already regret it.
You say let me on your back?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get on my back. I'm not going to stop you.
Okay, so I roll up onto the back. First, I check to see if Charlie's okay, because he's probably scared out of his wits right now.
You had... No, roll me a wit.
Okay. Six.
Okay, poor
Charlie.
Charlie, he's on the roof tied up in the cords they were trying to tie Listening Chaos with. It happened completely on accident, and he's gonna be taken for questioning before anyone can see him again.
Oh no! Charlie!
Wow. You've betrayed your buddy.
I have not betrayed anything. I'm freaking fighting a stupid
left
snake that's
him
trying to be
behind.
chaotic. Anyway, so Charlie is gone, and I'm very disgruntled about that, but currently plummeting towards the ground, riding a 30-foot snake. So, first things first, and then we'll go get Charlie. Anywho.
You know what I'm thinking of right now? That you ever seen the Never-Ending Story?
Yes.
I'm like Fangor.
Falcor.
Falcor, that's it.
Beautiful. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I get up on your back and I pull the chains a little tighter so that they lock into place, and then I pump healing energy into them so that I can heal you, but it still looks like I'm fighting you because my chains are about to glow all superhero-like, so maybe that'll help, normies stay out of the freaking way.
Sure. I want to say thank you, and then keep going. And whenever we get to the gate, I'm going to use my Witchfire to destroy it. So that's the next stage. So however long it takes to do that. That's my plan.
Okay, TG, are you taking or giving a condition?
At a 10 plus, take or give a condition. I'm going to take a condition from them.
Okay, Listening, which condition would you like to give up?
Well, I think before it was that I had, I just took the staggered condition. I don't have any other conditions.
Oh. TG, you get the sense that this is just a light show. And that's it.
That's fine. I assumed that he was hurt, and I was wrong, and that's okay.
Oops, can't hear you guys.
Anywho, yeah, that's what's done here for me. That's me.
Listening, reading over your character sheet, you're gonna have to take 2 points of Naganami.
Naganami? Oh, I'm full. Are you kidding me?
Okay, that explains it.
Mhm.
I'm full.
At max Naganami, does it stop being able to be hidden or something?
Oh yeah, I have to destroy things.
There.
You're Naganami.
That, that does
So
explain it.
this is Venom that's running around.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've gone full Venom.
Well, it's pretty justified. Your blood screams at the injustice of this world. Yep. That's it.
You're not wrong. We just object to your methods.
Well, I like
They are
those.
very effective methods.
I like that Aura was like, you have to take 2 points of Naganami. I'm like, I am full. You're like, yep.
You're like, well, like,
Obviously.
Okay, so you get to the gates, and you get the feeling that you could witch fire these gates. You also get the feeling like a sturdy tail swing will knock out just as many.
Okay. I'm just terrible at daring, so if I want to succeed, I'm probably better off using my Witchfire.
Yeah, you don't have to roll.
Oh, okay.
It looks like these gates were built these gates were built 3 days ago and had 6 minutes to get built in and were under extreme forces for 3 days.
they were hastily built in less than ideal circumstances.
I'm just gonna
And
fly
have
through
been
it.
used for their entire existence. These things are ready to fall.
All right, I'm gonna smash through it then.
Okay. Okay. You, as you're smashing it, you discover a what looks like a sewer outlet, except it's pouring out the liquid light that's been waterfalling for the past few hours.
Mhm.
If you want to, you destroy a good portion, but if you want to keep destroying them, you gotta go in there and risk being swept down.
Down Light River.
Yeah, down Light River, which means off waterfall.
I was about to say that means over the mushroom.
Yeah. You'll be falling at least 3 stories into the water.
Whee!
Into the water.
The poison
But
water that will kill you.
Only if you fail the Defy Disaster roll.
I do have love points. I'm going to tell TG. This is the last stop if you're getting off.
All right, give me my key back.
Give your key.
Nope. No key.
No
Don't
key.
know what he's talking about.
You
Oh,
ate
okay,
it
then
earlier. You weren't really
I
yourself at the time.
don't know what you're talking about. So in that case, what are you gonna do?
All right.
I mean, this is gonna be like a half-second decision. So,
All right, kid, buck me.
buck you. All right. So I'm gonna slap you off then.
Groovy. I take my chain with me.
Yes. So I imagine what this looks like is the move slippery, and you just kind of very suddenly have no ability to grasp or friction against chaos, and you just kind of fall and then get flicked by the tail as you're falling.
Suddenly, you're
Flinging through the
falling.
air like, oh, this is gonna hurt. Plow through a building.
You hit a suspiciously domino-shaped building. Uptown is now also feeling bad.
Good, everyone suffer.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lay there now. Like, yep, this is my life.
Okay.
I guess I'm following the river down. I'm gonna make sure not to go into it if I don't
no,
have to.
you don't have to yet. You're standing in the mouth of the river, so make me a Defy Disaster roll.
Okay.
Your goal is to break things without falling. If you fail the Defy Disaster, you fall.
If you fail a strength check, you just don't break anything.
No strength check. It breaks.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Exclamation
Unless you
point.
want to be carried downriver into the poisonous waters below.
Well, I'm trying to think. 13.
Very nice. So yeah, you break some. There's more to break if you want.
Well, there's it's how much time would it take for me to break all of the walls?
Good 6 hours. If you're fast.
Dragon Rage. It's
On the
Pokemon.
plus side, it would definitely be enough burning rage to burn a point of Naganami, and you can go back to 3.
Oh no! Once I'm done, I go to 0.
Oh, okay, then yeah. So the answer is to break all of these. You don't have enough time before your blood rage cools.
All right. Then in that case, are there any supplies? Any supplies that they were using to repair the gate?
There looks like guard towers.
Well, they wouldn't use guards to build the gates, would they? That sounds terrifying.
They appeared to have built the gate with guard towers in them.
I mean, is there stone or wood or anything or gold? There's nothing like that?
Nah.
Okay. In that case, then, at this point, I'm going to just scream at since the gate is broken, I'm going to say, I'm going to scream at the top of my lungs. Flee from this place and never come back, or else I'll devour you.
You're gonna try to intimidate the guards?
Intimidating the world.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Roll me a. Let's see. What type of move is that?
Picture of Naganami is pretty terrifying.
Do you have I Will Hide No More?
Give me a second. I think that's a passive. Is that a passive for Naga?
Well, it's probably a move you have to take.
It's a move for Naga. It's not one of the ones you start with.
Oh, you're right. Okay, give me a second. I don't think so. Wait, let me check my sheet. I forgot I wrote everything on the other sheet. Oh, I do. I do have I Will Hide No More.
So, give me a Defy Disaster with Spirit.
Okay. That case, let's do that. Is it a metaphysical thing, or is it just going to be just spirit, or just I'm using integrity or metaphysical power?
You are using whatever you were supposed to use. You are instead using Spirit.
Well, no, I know. I'm just saying because I want to know if I get an extra 1 to it. That's why.
No, you don't get an extra 1.
Okay. Then let's do this.
We're so full of bad ideas today.
That's how you game 10.
That is true.
Very good. Your voice beckos. Your voice bellows.
Echoes.
Yeah, beckos. Your voice billows.
Beckons. Your voice beckons.
No, that definitely not that one. With the power of 1,000 lost adventures, with the power of those who came before and who will never be seen again. Your voice echoes with might and grace that hasn't been seen for thousands of years.
So she's scary.
Yes, in fact, the main town can't hear it. The center town can't hear it. All of the guards that were chasing you turn tail and run, and you can feel the dread seeping in from the area around because of how much power you've displayed.
Run! Run!
Hey, TG. I think
Yes?
there goes your reputation.
I promise you,
Well, everybody
just
else lost too,
from-
so I might be able to save face here.
no one is going to blame any one person for the existence of this monster.
Except for us, we know who to blame.
The monster! Dying here.
Alright.
Okay, back to Vivelda.
Back to Vivelda, it has taken you in no short terms, it has taken you actually an hour and 30 minutes to get through the paperwork so you can be let in past the first hallway.
Well, I wasn't doing the paperwork. What I was going to do was I was going to grab the handful of guards with me and just storm the place.
Okay.
And be like, the sun is in danger. We have to get to the sun. We don't have time. We have to save it because this is an invasion. Yep. It's an attack on the inside.
That's dope. Give me a Defy Disaster heart.
Fab. Can I use literally anything? Like, forcefulness? Can I use my forcefulness?
Okay.
Yeah, that's daring.
You're like, I want to succeed. Like, listening has got like 10 after 10 after 10 after 10.
I rolled a 12.
Okay. You and your like 12 guards, some of which are the door guards that were supposed to be keeping you out, are now like zooming about the place like we have to go to the important room where the important stuff are to protect it.
Yes.
And no one wants to get in your way, but you don't know where you're going, so you're just kind of buzzing about.
I was hoping the guards would know.
The guards have
now.
never been in here before.
Can we acquire another guard?
Sure.
Can I grab like a door guard or like an interior guard and be like, you have to show us where the secret thing is.
There is no interior guard, but there is a lab coat dude. You can grab a lab coat
Excellent.
dude.
I'm bullying lab coat dude.
Uh,
What was that name that you said I used?
This.
ooh. Did I write
You did
down
not
his
tell
name?
me the name.
You just said this, and so I assumed this was the name.
Ooh, I don't have a name.
I don't have a name. I've been here since show 1, and I still don't have a name.
I have a title, but no name for this individual. Someone give me a name that sounds important and starts with S.
Rebus. Oh, S?
S.
Literally failed the first instruction.
I didn't hear the S part.
I'm harassing you.
Terrible.
Samuel.
Severus Snape.
Samus.
I like Severus.
Okay. We're gonna have to go with Severus because this is a male individual, not Samus.
Samus pretends to be a boy. That's like the point. So Samus is a boy name.
Mm-hmm. That's
Who's
correct.
Samus?
The I Am No Man video game
Metro
character.
hero?
Yeah.
What?
The I Am
No.
No Man video game hero.
I'm No Man video game hero. Are we not talking about Metro?
It is.
So it is Metro.
Yes.
She doesn't
Metroid.
pretend to be a man.
No.
She's by herself killing aliens.
I
There's
was
no
gonna
one to
say-
pretend to.
Samus is not a man, just in
No,
a very
and
manly
it's-
suit of armor.
It's meta. In terms of meta game, yes.
The
Samus does
audience
present
expects
as a
her-
male.
The audience expects her to be a man.
Yes. They present as a male. That's why when you win with a very high score, then you find out that Samus is not a man, but a woman. Because even when you win the game, if you don't win like with a high score, you still just get the Metroid costume.
It's
Okay.
intended to be a reveal.
Yes.
Anyway, regardless, you don't like Samus. You don't need a reason.
If one of our viewers wants to redeem a hero request and name this hero, then I'll change it at that point. But until further notice, it's Snape.
Snape? Ugh. Ugh.
I don't recall whose fault this is, but I'm blaming Drenda.
It's my fault.
Severus Snape. Ugh.
Yes, that is the
No,
correct
that's
response.
not Severus Snape. Oh, it is Severus Snape, yeah.
Snape. Severus Snape.
Dumbledore.
Okay,
So I'm gonna grab lab coat person and I'll be like, Severus told us that you would be the person who knows where the save son is.
and the person, like, looks at you dumbfounded, looks at your absolute horde of people,
I'm like, we need to know right away. It's very important.
and they're like, yes, and they start leading the charge.
This is gonna go so badly in a couple of minutes.
Roll me plus heart to see if they know where they're going.
Fab, amazing. My heart
That's
is
the
crap.
plan.
No, plus love, I mean.
Oh, okay. That's better.
Okay,
I got this. I
You
am
come-
made of 90% bullshit at this moment.
Welcome to the
Um,
club.
Ooh, Slayer. Mighty Frog!
Sylar.
Sylar,
Sylar?
not Slayer.
You said
Mighty
they could
Frog,
redeem
you
it.
That's perfectly fair. I'm just saying, like, you could have just said.
Fair viewer.
Yeah, I
Viewers,
could've.
this does not. this was TG playing an evil prank on us. I'm letting you override that if you'd buy it as well.
Name
Because
is still
I'm
open
probably
to be renamed.
evil. Yes, individual can be renamed until the end of today's stream.
Yeah, redeem points to rename an NPC.
That we have yet to meet, and
Who I am just
Vivelda-
name dropping all over the place.
Vivelda,
I'm gonna get in
you
so
are
much
standing
trouble.
in front of a door, and if ever there was a door that was a sin to open, it was this one.
Looks
There
like we're
is
committing
it's
sins today, boys.
unclear how you know, but every fiber of your being is like, no, that will be consequences. So, how do you intend to get past the incredibly ornate lock?
Well, currently I'm frozen in place. I really wish that I had like someone who was moderately useful around me. do I
The
always end
guards
up in these
are
scenarios?
all. I'm gonna describe it as time is frozen right now because no one's heart beats for like a solid 30 seconds.
Okay.
Until it wears off.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Your poor lab coat manages to escape in just days.
Okay.
If you are stuck, I'm going to guess what? I'm gonna dance in snake form.
You're gonna dance in giant snake form.
Yep.
You realize there will be consequences
What, for dancing in giant snake form?
for being seen in giant snake form.
Oh, there is a You know what? Wait, I don't understand. I'm trying to understand. Like, from what? From dancing or from what?
From the Naga class, if you are seen in your true form, there will be consequences.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure most of the town has seen them.
Yeah. I've been kind of on a rampage.
Yes, I now have an in-universe reason to provide horrible consequences if you get seen.
Okay. Then in that case, you know what? You got to try it. You got to keep going. See what happens. So far, no one's died. We broke the gate. Yes. I'm going to dance to get back to the dome.
Can you pick up TJ on the way if you roll good enough?
That's pretty funny. If I roll well enough, I can pick up something that was not...
You roll high enough to pick something out of an extra dimensional space. You've got to go through a whole other kingdom to move.
That would be two rolls if you want to pick up TG.
Hey!
You know, based on what I've been rolling so far, I should definitely risk it, but I
Leave
feel
me
like...
here. Leave me to my suffering. I'm going to get
yeah.
implicated in this if you move me.
No,
Yeah,
that's exactly why we need you.
Well, you know what? Well, let's see. Can I from where I'm standing, can I see TG still running around?
I am laying on the ground after being plat through a building.
From where you're standing, you can see where the smoke is still settling after the impact TG made.
Jesus, did I just...
Yes.
I just spiked.
I was yeeted through a
You
building.
spiked your friend through the net. Nothing but net.
That was
I hope you're
That
happy
was-
now.
Well, that was not my intention. I guess he just took it wrong. Maybe TG is part Super Ball or something.
TG was fighting a Super Ball earlier.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. I can only dance with someone who's willing to dance.
Hold on, that doesn't sound right.
Yes.
Let me see.
It
Will you
has to
dance
be a
with
willing
them?
dance partner.
Yeah, we'll dance with you. Yep, they got to dance with you.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm in no condition to dance. Sure, wounds heal really fast up here, but that still hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. So, if you were to go by TG, you then have to also procure a means by which TG could dance.
Yeah, so I'm probably not going to do that. All right, I'm going by myself. I'm going solo. Astral dancing back to the
Can you astral dance to me?
I don't think I can, but outside of character, I think me showing up at all probably help out.
Vivelda's having the "oh crap, what have I done? What have I done?" moment, and she
Uh-huh.
hasn't even done anything yet.
Yeah, so let's do that.
So she could probably use some help.
Let's go 16. Woohoo!
Okay, so listening chaos.
Mhm.
You arrive in that old and busted mansion from earlier.
Old and busted mansion from earlier.
Yeah, the one where you got all the coins from.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have
Oh,
to-
hey,
You're
I
in
know that
secret
guy.
Parts of it. You're in
Wait.
a hallway,
okay.
and each door on the left is labeled with a place you've been, and each door on the right is labeled with a person you know. And the hallway goes on forever. It looks like it has more than just the memories you recognize.
Oh,
But the
cool.
more recent memories are further ahead.
are
Which door would you
closer?
like to go
The more
through?
recent memories are closer.
Yes, closer.
Okay.
So I guess is Vivelda's door close by?
Yep.
So I'll look at Vivelda's door.
Okay, through the eye hole, you can
Little
see
peephole.
that the peephole, whatever it's called, you can see Vivelda standing in front of an awful door.
Okay.
And you can also see that there's not physically enough room for you.
Oh, there's not.
That's
Yes,
fine. We're fine.
At least 2 people will be rendered juice if you try to go in there.
Juice. Did you say rendered juice?
Wow. Yes. Yes. That's what she said.
Ugh.
That's a whole mood, I guess.
That's yeah.
That's something. Really, it's something.
Listen, if something spontaneously exists in space where there isn't fort, something's gonna break. That's all there is to it.
Something's gotta give. Something's gotta give.
Okay. Can I appear in the sky outside of the dome? Then is there a door that goes there?
You have in fact been on the dome, so there's a door nearby that would lead there.
Okay, so I'm gonna get out that door, with the intention of, screaming something to scare everyone.
You could also wait like 30 seconds because your blood rage is almost out, and then shapeshift. Oh no, because when you finish, it goes back to 0,
Uh-huh.
and you can't shapeshift when you're at 0.
No.
So does he revert to like his ordinary form, or like
And are stuck in your true form until it increases again.
what's his true form?
The giant snake. By the way, listening chaos, your Naganami's gonna run out in like one more roll, and it's gone.
One
Your
more
venom
roll.
is. Yeah, your venom's going to wear out in like one more roll before it's gone. So that might change your mood.
Maybe. But alright, I guess I'll appear outside and I'll appear outside the building and scream at the top of my lungs. I want to say one thing, but it's not really wouldn't work. But I kind of want to say, know me and no despair. But like, nah, that's not gonna work.
I
No
will
see me
say
and no
something
despair.
else, because you rolled so highly. You find TG's key.
Okay.
In the hallway.
No, nice.
It's just lying on the floor.
All right, I'm gonna like keep. I'm gonna throw it through the doorway that looks at TG.
Throw it through the TG doorway.
Yeah, that's
Yes! TJ, your key hits you on the head.
just,
Right, getting up, trying to get up from my back, and I get beamed in the head with my key. Fall back down. Oh, there it is.
yeah. I'm gonna show up outside the dome and look around like frantically, like looking for a place to break. And then you said I can do one more roll, right?
Yes, and you
Okay.
appear on top of your old cracks.
Okay, good. Is there people around?
No.
I feel like I thoroughly distracted them.
Okay, then I'm
Every
going.
person that might be around has been thoroughly distracted, unless you start yelling.
Let's see. I'm going to use my sword, and just because, hey, I'm in a mood, I'm going to like with the full force of like my mystical power. I'm going to just like slam my sword on the dome.
You
Like,
are currently your sword is currently part of your body.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case,
That's
I'm
why
going
That's
to.
why
Mistake.
everyone thinks you're a monster, because you don't have a sword right now. It's part of you.
Okay. Well, that explains why I have eyes. But
That's true. Yes. Actually, that's just a fact.
I kind of want to say I want to use in that case I want to use like my new glowy golden eyes, and I'm gonna use like a laser beam to like hit the dome with.
We're
With, like-
inventing laser vision. That's correct.
You invented
Good
lasers
folks.
with my witch fire, just like I'm directing it in like beams of like a kamehameha, just like smashing into the dome. I'm trying to shatter it with one last effort. All right, let's try that. Does that work?
Yeah, sure. Start lasering at the dome.
Okay. 9. Not as good. Not as good.
Okay,
Mixed beat.
you can break the dome with this one last attack,
Mhm.
or avoid the splintering glass and not take a condition.
Nope. I'm gonna break the dome.
Okay,
What kind of choice is that?
dome breaks, and then your dome breaks, and you take a condition because melted glass is being flung everywhere. And
So-
then your Naganami ends, and you take 3 conditions.
I take 3 conditions.
Isn't that what it says? I thought it said after you resolve this move, reduce your Naganami to 0 and take 3 conditions. That's the end of Venom. Your Venom
Okay,
ends,
yeah.
and you take 3 conditions. So you're at 4 conditions now. Good job.
Okay. So I'm going to.
But you are past the dome, and you do see the terrible door, but the other side of it.
I see it.
Yeah, you are now on the other side of the terrible door. Vivelda can't bring herself to try and get through.
Okay.
Or maybe she can, but just hasn't come up with means by which she might try.
Look, I just froze for a minute. For about 30 seconds. While everyone was like, this is a bad idea. Why are we doing this again? Hang on. Processing.
So I'm going to like. So I guess now that my rage has cleared, I'm gonna look around really quickly, and I'm gonna remember that I hate this tree. I mean, this mushroom. But also realize I'm in no condition to fight right now, and then I'm gonna look for a place. I'm gonna do what I usually do when I'm confronted with an issue. I run away.
Well, between then and there, I'd like to make a roll to break down the door.
Okay,
What kind of a lock is it? Is it like one of those big spinning things that you see in like Leverage, like a safe lock?
I'm picturing the Hogfather, the door to the door to the original Tooth Fairy's room. Does that sentence make sense?
Hogfather, Tooth Fairy.
I was about to say, let me rapidly Google that so I know what you're talking about.
Room. No, I need lock. Lock. I think I found it. I'm gonna drop it in the Discord, and if this is right, I'll drop it in chat so they can see.
Gotta mark those 4 conditions. Are you gonna tell me which conditions, or
Choose one condition you don't want to have.
Yeah,
Choose one
generally you get
condition.
to pick your own conditions.
Okay, well, I thought maybe this would be...
If you want my suggestion, I would say choose not to have angry, because you just kind of burnt through all your anger. But you feel free to have whatever condition you like.
Okay, so I'll
Yeah, so that's the door I was thinking of. So what you see is a bunch of like key inserts, except a bunch of places you would insert a key, except the holes aren't shaped for keys, and like large gears on the doors that all act as like mechanisms and tension mechanisms to make sure they don't open unless all the conditions are met.
Cool. I see that this is obviously a very devious and complicated lock, and also that it would definitely be the bad to break it down. And I'm going to proceed to ignore most of that and just kick it down.
Do you have a move called cutting the Gordian knot?
No?
I feel like if any character were to have that move, it'd be you.
Is that a move?
I don't know. I will, however, inform you that by taking this action, you get a condition. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And then, if later you roll that I decide you need more conditions, I'm not afraid to give them to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. I'm not expecting to live through this.
I'm just to live. Wow.
Vivelda is quite dramatic.
So-
You've killed us all. Congratulations.
Cool. So while I'm panicking, do I see this door opening?
It
I would like
Either-
to roll daring to kick down the door as my, like, not exactly defy disaster, but, like, I am doing a dumb.
Yeah. Okay.
And I will spend love if it doesn't work out.
Okay.
I got a 12.
Nice.
Good.
Have we mentioned that Vivelda is buff recently?
Vivelda
Yeah.
is very buff. And she manages to just shear one of the 2 deadbolts. I'm sorry, but there are 2 deadbolts.
Okay. You can hear me yelling on the other side of the door.
Okay.
The person who just saw you break through is now considerably more concerned about whoever could kick a solid oak door and shear the deadbolt inside of it.
That's fine.
So the person who was about to give you trouble is now severely concerned about what's coming through that doorway.
All right. Well, in that case, do I hear your voice?
Yeah, I'm yelling.
All right. I'm gonna be like, Vivalda.
I'm gonna shout, "Do you hear that? They're in there!"
So I guess I'm gonna try to open the door from my side.
That would be
Lots of
nice. It would be
yelling.
nice if you helped.
Yeah, I want to open the door from this side.
Oh, I forgot to say the thing I was gonna say. In this moment of heartbeat, like frozen time, where I can't figure out what to do and I'm like frozen, I say to myself, "It's all or nothing. Take my stand, my stand. I've reached the edge. There is no choice. Now I have to jump and see where I land. So deep breath in. I can do this. Everyone here must know I'm not the answer they've been searching for, but all eyes on me and who I'll be. The person I was back then, I won't ever be again. I'll remember how far I've come. Don't think, just run. And that's when I kick the door.
Okay. Unfortunately, I like cinematics too much. So if you're gonna like quietly sing to yourself a line, then you just the door splits in half. The two halves go flying.
Fabulous. Everyone there like takes several steps back and is like, what the absolute sheer devilry is this?
Unfortunately for the viewers and the players, I'm a theater kid, and if you decide you don't like the outcome, be more dramatic about it.
You're welcome.
That was being pretty dramatic.
Yeah.
You were being pretty dramatic.
I am pretty dramatic.
You're very good, and I let you just start breaking down the floodgates without having to roll about it.
Didn't she?
Okay, 1 second. I gotta say something. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to, when I see Vivalda, I'm gonna be like, wait, what are you doing here? You're supposed to get to safety.
I smile at you, and it's like, frogs normally don't have teeth, but we're gonna say it's like a sharp tooth smile. And I'm gonna say breaking stuff.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's sort of your thing.
And then we're going inside. What does the inside of this place look like? Because I am guessing that at its heart, there is some kind of space-time anomaly creature thing.
Oh,
You would be incorrect.
Damn it, okay.
There is an excessively old, like, I'm talking oldest thing you've ever seen. Looks older than the mushroom. There is a very old man sitting in a chair surrounded by mirrors.
Like a dragonfly man.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
He is a I'm gonna make him a frog. I'm sorry. First thing, old men frog belong in rocking chair. Second thing, it's making fun of Vivalda, so I just can't not do it.
Screw you.
Oh, shoot.
So there is a very, very old man sitting in a rocking chair surrounded by mirrors.
Weird. Okay, what were you gonna say? Listening. Oh yeah, you were like, what are you doing here? And I was like, breaking things.
I'm gonna be like, oh, that explains it. Whenever something's broken, you're probably nearby.
Shut up, this was your idea.
Was it? I'm gonna look around and be like, I guess it kind of was this time.
You don't think you could be like less conspicuous?
Ah, man. Who's the frog?
All the while, there's a whole bunch of guards staring at you two having a conversation.
I asked him to be less conspicuous. To be less conspicuous.
I am so screwed.
So screwed.
Well,
My life sucks. You guys made my life suck.
so I'm gonna when the guards are standing there, I'm gonna look at them, and remembering that it kind of worked last time, I'm gonna shout at them, "Leave us!" And can I roll to like intimidate or terrify?
You can make a defy disaster roll with spirit the same way you did last time.
Okay. Oops. Ooh, that sucks. 7.
Okay, so as you open your mouth to shout, "Leave us," the old man echoes back with the voice of 1,000 years and says, "Silence in my presence." And you just can't finish your thought.
Fab, I'm gonna roll figure out a person because who the hell is this guy? I suck at this though. Does anyone else want to roll figure out a person? Fab. I level.
You left your figure out a person through a building a couple of blocks.
This isn't my fault. I'm gonna go find out what that cutting the Gordian knot move was, because that sounds perfect.
I'm not sure if that's a move, but we were talking about it earlier, and that sounds like a move you'd have if it was.
We should give it to Fibian, because Fibian's the one with an actual Gordian knot.
Well, if Fibian was here, that would be really nice, but their computer decided not to work today.
So, Vivelda, that old man is clearly the
Old
god
frog.
of the sun.
The what?
The god of the sun, and you are standing in the presence of a god, and you should do whatever it takes to make it not mad at you.
Cool, so I'm gonna drop to one knee and bow very dramatically.
Everyone else in the room decides this is a good idea and follows suit. Listening chaos. You were just cut off by an old man in a rocking chair, and now Vivelda's convinced he's something important.
Well, am I actually silenced, or am I just surprised?
Your voice like disappeared, but is slowly coming back.
Okay, so I'm gonna be like, "Who are you?"
As you're talking, he's going to shout silence again and mute you again.
Okay.
You should roll figure out a person.
Oh, jeez. My dog.
Alternatively, you could roll any move at all, so I'm not allowed to just turn you off again.
Well, did you see my out of character message?
I did. I presume that's Drenda's time?
Sorry,
Oh.
I'm looking.
Sorry. Oh, that's why. Okay.
So we have about 15 minutes. We could call it here.
We could, yeah.
We're standing in front of the sun. It's scary.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, quick, is Listening Chaos going to make a figure out a person roll?
I could, but I kind of feel like doing something before heading out is like...
Yeah, no. Well, if you succeed, I'll give you, like, a bit more, and then it'll be like, cliffhanger.
Okay.
Or if you don't, then the cliffhanger is you guys are standing in front of the god of the sun.
Okay, and what am I rolling? What stat?
Figure out a person is... wit?
Wit?
This isn't a Gordian knot thing, but it is Fool's Rush In. When you vault into a situation without forethought and wind up in way over your head, give someone dangerous to you a string, mark XP, and take +1 forward to defy disaster.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have let you do that.
Well, I don't have that move. I just leveled.
Well, I mean, I could use... No, okay. So I guess I have no bonuses with this one.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess that means I'm just rolling raw. 7.
Okay.
Who are you?
You can't put your finger on it, but you would guess, for some reason, you have the idea that this individual is named the NPC. What was the NPC's name at this point?
Siler.
Siler.
Ooh. Is that who Siler is?
You've met Siler, god of the sun. Join us next week to get roasted like marshmallows. I don't know.
Thirsty sword lesbians fight the sun
Join
itself.
us next week when they freaking get a pitchfork mob after us.
Oh man, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great.
All right. Well, you know what? Good job, everybody. You you did listening proud.
Look, I
Yes.
followed your stupid plan. You owe me big time.
Yeah, of course.
I have notes for Jorenda
Jorenda.
if she wants to meet after class. Are we still live?
We're still live. Do we want to sync up? Everyone.
Well, I don't know.
What was your favorite part of this scene? Send it to us in the chat. I need to know what was the best or the worst part of this utter insanity. So we've got two options for who we can raid. Obviously Dandelion is on right now, so that's an option. The other option is there is another role player that I've been following active. I don't visit them a lot, but they're doing Call of Cthulhu. So we could go to Dandelion with Elden Ring or Call of Cthulhu. The suspiciously domino-like buildings, yes.
That sounds accurate.
What if all these buildings fall over if you hit them right?
I definitely like Elden Ring, but I like playing it, not watching it. So
Fair.
yeah.
Anyone else have a vote? There's also The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time running on Games Done Quick right now, which is a charity channel.
Oh, then you should do that one.
We can do that, but you can't chat in that chat unless you've been following them for an hour.
Oh,
So, what's the point of a raid if we aren't allowed to make a scene?
Exactly. So
Send us over to Lion. He was here today.
yeah, let's go to Dandelion. Okay, y'all, we're gonna raid GS Dandelion
mm-hmm.
because he came to bother us, and that was pretty great. I hope you all had a wonderful time. I hope you thought our insanity was excellent, because I thought it was excellent. It is Friday. We will be... I don't think we're going to have our Sunday game. Sunday games are going to start up again next week. So this Sunday, we're not going to be playing Jackbox games. So check back on Thursday. Be sure to drop a subscribe, swing by the YouTube, say hello. When we get there, we're all going to shout, raid, raid, raid. Just like that. And remember, you're important and somebody loves you. Bye!
Bye.
Be safe, have fun, don't die.
I hit the raid button.